Hey there and welcome to my video going over a photography session I did at Santee Studios. I was with my friend and assistant Jacob and the lovely Maddie. Santee Studios is an awesome location. They have a lot of equipment available and a lovely open space to get creative in. Here I am setting up my own equipment. That day was so fun. It had been a long time since I'd shot with an actual model. Not only that, but the shoot wasn't for a client or a brand, so we could just hang loose. The world was our oyster, and we had an incredible location. Santee Studios has a lot of cool events in this space too, so if you're in the area, you should definitely check them out. The manager of the space was super chill and helpful. So they had parking nearby that was only like $10, so it's a great deal. I'm so thankful for Jacob, who's always game to stand around and model for me while I dial in my settings. This especially helps on a set where there's wardrobe or someone's getting their makeup or hair done. I was very excited with the space in the room because I had been inspired by some portraits by Charles Frager, which I'll include examples of, which lit the background of the subjects to make a cool silhouette. Maddie agreed it would be cool to experiment with something similar. I'm always so excited when someone trusts me to bring a vision to the set and just see what we can achieve. I consider it a form of play to have someone participate in your imagination. It's always an honor. I hadn't had a relaxed setup in a long time, so I really enjoyed it. I pretty firmly believe in showing the model the photo during a shoot because they like to make micro adjustments or just try something new. If available, having a mirror off to the side where they can test poses also can be a huge help. Here we were trying out some action shots, which I want to revisit again soon. I had Maddie leap across the frame. The first leap kind of had a major outfit malfunction, so we opted for smaller leaps to help the outfit not fly up so far. I can't lie, it did turn out to be a pretty cool photo. Now we had figured out what worked best for the outfit, so here I just have Maddie kind of doing the same thing, trying to get just the right shot. And here's Maddie just going through some poses and different little hops and skips that I sped up just to show you all the work we were doing. In the middle of the shoot, I enter like a work fugue state and I literally black out. So I'm excited to have recorded this behind the scenes to just see how much of a good time we had. I need you all to know that I fell in love this day. The wall in the studio had a paint texture that made it look like this sort of plaster or stone wall, and I was obsessed. It reminded me of an old, like, Roman structure, and it photographed beautifully. It gave the room a very surreal vibe, which I really liked. I'll tell you too, there's nothing more fun than hanging out with someone and being able to create stuff where everyone is enjoying each other's company. There's no kind of awkwardness. We were all very open with each other, and that just made the shoot go so smooth. Sometimes it's scary to reach out to people and ask them to collaborate. Whether it's feeling like you're not quite at the same level or just feel like they might not be open to it, I encourage you to take those feelings and throw them away and just respectfully ask and see what happens. Rejection is normal and it's good, because when you get that yes and it works out, it can be so rewarding. I'm so thankful to have gotten to know Maddie more through this shoot and other events that we've been at together, and I really hope to work with her again soon. She's had such an interesting career path, and many of those jobs that she's done include knowing how to really accurately control your body to act or emote certain feelings, and I think she's incredible at that. Also, she brought this delicious bread and vegan spread to the studio. I love when someone is so generous as to just share like that, unprompted. pictures that I included in a few moments are probably some of my favorites from that day. I would definitely love to try something out with more props, maybe something like balloons or something equivalent to kind of complement her light and airy nature. The studio also offered some various furniture pieces, like this rollable staircase that you could position around the room. I thought it would be fun to shoot on top of here, although I will say it felt a little scary to stand on when I was on it, but Maddie was a champ up there. I think this shoot has probably also really pushed me to consider picking up some strobes. I really like to push my current equipment as far as I can before I do something like upgrade or buy new stuff, but I think that the strength and speed of a professional strobe light would really help me capture all of these moments that pass when you have a model that is like moving at full speed. Is there any strobes that you guys suggest or enjoy using? I would love to know if you guys want to share in the comments. And the parking's really nice.
Yeah, it's like right there. $10 is about either.
Here's Jacob refusing to dance, so I went ahead and just got rid of him.
I refuse.
Luckily, Maddie is here to save the day, and she enjoys dancing. So she went ahead and grabbed a disco ball that we had brought with us to the set. And as she was dancing, we realized that we could have used our light we were using earlier for some other shots to kind of make this part a little more dynamic, a little more fun and funky. I think this accidentally ended up being very cool because we didn't leak any light onto the back of the set. So she just kind of bathed in this like light color changing effect. I'd like to experiment more with that later. The last setup of the day was for this lovely pink dress. We made this table our base camp for snacks and equipment, so we had to kind of move everything aside just to, have her sit on top of the table as a prop. I really loved this outfit. The dress has such an interesting construction, and the pink was such a delicate, soft color. It was very girlish, and then she paired them with these very interesting shoes. I think you'll see them here when she sits up on the table as well. We transitioned to natural light after testing out the flash because of that really nice filtered kind of soft box light that was coming in through all the big windows. As we were shooting, Maddie had an idea for something to add a bit of drama to some of the photos in the pink dress. She had a little bit of movie magic in her kit, a bottle of tears to help her do a little crying on camera and for the photos. I loved the way these shots turned out. And then, of course, Maddie and I started chatting again about the beautiful wall. Thank you so much to Santee Studios for having us in their wonderful space, for Maddie for being so kind to invite me to collaborate with her, and just overall being incredible. And to Jacob, I'm sorry I made you explode. Thank you for being my right-hand man on set. Coming up on the channel, I'll be editing some other breakdowns of a few music videos I've been working on, some other photo shoots and stuff that I've been doing, a possible series going over the artistic process of some cool artists that I know, and more, hopefully. Thank you so much for watching. I'd really appreciate it if you'd subscribe so you can follow along with all the great stuff that I have coming out soon. And for this week, and until I see you again, stay passionate, stay safe, and go make something.